Oh yeah.
Welcome back to a new episode of FusioCraft. As you can see behind me, it's gotten a little dark down there. Down here in my basement. Why am I walking backwards like a weirdo? Okay, so look at the walls here. Look at this gradient. Ooh, it looks nice. You go down here and I've got the machine. Not the Fusio machine. This one is the creeper reactor. And if I ever want to mine fast around my base, all I have to do is flick this lever and bam! It's such a simple redstone machine. Like, it's literally just activating a piston, but it satisfies me so much. So what caused me to decorate my farm area so much? I installed the honeycomb farm. I am generating honeycomb profit. I've been using a lot to wax a lot of the copper in this place. So it looks like I haven't even gotten that much, but it's been grinding it out pretty well. I know it's the most efficient to put it in the nether or the end because they never go to sleep there, but I'm always here. And I'm never in either of those dimensions, so makes more sense. I think I need to demonstrate the full power of this trading hall. If you trade all the iron you can with them 2 times, you get 3 full stacks of emeralds. And you know what that means? Free bookshelves, free glass, free lanterns, free quartz, free dripstone. Basically anything you can trade for emeralds is practically free now. We get so many emeralds. Everything here was just iron in a way. It's actually so fun going over to that trading hall, getting a ton of emeralds, going to Calcite Cove, and basically going on a shopping spree. Mike has been mapping a bunch, so we've started just freestyling a map room here, slapping this together out of whatever was around, and down here we've got a 10 by 10 space, which I don't know if it'll ever actually get filled out that much. But yeah, Mike mapped a lot up here. He's doing a lot more over here. I'm gonna join in a little bit. Apparently there's yet another woodland mansion right here. So there's one here, there's one here, that's 2. Right near spawn. We didn't use a cartographer to find it at all. I'm all prepared for a big mapping adventure. I finished the room down here. Mike just came back from a mapping expedition. As you can see, all this new stuff over here. We found a tiny mushroom island. It did not have any mushrooms on it, so what's the point? I woke up super inspired this morning to get working on the movie theater that is now here in Calcite Cove. I chose to use signs with big, bulky symbols on them to make the letters. A very welcome change away from the banners, which take up a lot of space. It's perfect for this kind of sign. This is the main reason that I wanted to make this theater. I wanted there to be that kind of theater sign down the street that you could see as you're walking around town. But what really got me inspired to build this today was this morning, I had an idea. Here we have where the movie screen is going to go, and this is the area where all the redstone is going to be. That constantly shifts the screen around. It'll be a piston-powered movie that's constantly scrolling along this scene. Up here I've already got the projector room projecting the movie. And I guess technically the movie right now is simply the real world. It kind of feels like just a portal out there. A portal to the magical world of stray cats. I'm a really big fan of the dim lighting in here. I'm so glad that we can do that now with this new update. I made it so that just barely nothing can spawn in here. And so I've achieved that dark movie theater vibe. I will now start the probably tricky process of putting this redstone together. And just like that, the redstone is pretty much all in now. I got a few massive chunks of observers and pistons here, and an odd little slime pusher dealy bop in the middle. I'm gonna demonstrate how this works with dirt. Anytime a block is pushed here, bam bam, these 2 pistons go. Bam bam, like that. Now, in order to make all 4 of these guys fire off at once, I have this bad boy here. Anytime a block is pushed onto here, it sends a signal here, which will fire all 4 of these observers at once. Slime block on the sticky piston will either push it here, pull it away, so it only gives it 1 update, and that causes the entire column of pistons to go. On this side, only 1's going because there's only 1 layer of dirt here. But if I had all 4 in, then, you know, they would all be pushed by these, and each individual observer here would be pulling its weight. And because all these fire at the same time, these will all fire at the same time. Now it's time for the actual movie screen. Okay, now we have some lovely scene of some coastline of sorts, and I hope all I have to do is pop this in, and come on. It's working! That's supposed to be like a ship out on the ocean. It's pretty pixelated. This is great. This is awesome. Like, all I have to do if I want to like change it up is just stop the machine, replace the wool. It is a legitimate moving picture. This is awesome. There's a bit of a laggy darkness effect going on over here that wasn't happening in my creative world. Maybe that's a server thing. Still though, it's a legit movie. It's moving. The projector and the moving screen really is bringing this place to life. I'm really proud of this. I don't dabble with redstone that often, and this is a perfect way to use redstone to help bring a place to life. Yo, this build height platform Mike built for the Star Trader achievement, he also set it up for the Caves and Cliffs achievement. Oh god. Oh god, if I missed this by a pixel. Oh! This is the worst achievement. He's making it rain cobble on me. Oh my gosh, I needed to use 4 rockets to get out of there. I've been doing a lot of little things. I decorated the enchantment table at spawn a little bit. Balls cat. No! I have been doing a lot of work for the inside of the general store, which I now have named Captain Shimmy's Bargains. So you go inside here, and I'm selling all the wool that I'm generating. I moved a bunch of the stuff that I was selling inside my house in here. The only things that I kept in my house are the aquatic, fishing related ones. Those were the ones I was always planning to sell there. The rest I was planning to move here eventually, and now I've done it. The second floor kind of wraps around. There's a big open space in the middle. Very cool little store, and there's way more slots for things that I could potentially sell up here. Something tells me I'm never going to use all of these, so who knows, maybe someone else I might invite to sell some things here, and then I could buy it from here. Like somebody has their own segment of this store. I've been trying to get Captain Shimmy himself in here, but the villagers just don't seem to want to breed right now. I don't know what they want. I gave them more beds. I took away the door because they were just constantly magnetized to it. I'm starting to wonder if it's because there's just way too many villagers in the surrounding region. I mean, that's why I added more beds, just in case that was why. I tidied up the exterior of the theater, so now it looks good all the way around. I want to put some sort of like graffiti artwork on this wall, because right now it's kind of just a big boring wall. I could definitely do some interesting things with this. Whatever funny little painted looking pixel art that I can put here. I have installed a secret way... Oh? Why isn't it moving? What? Okay. I guess this is a perfect way to... wonder why. So I installed a secret way back into this back room. There's a pufferfish behind the wall. Boom. Senses that I'm nearby. This door opens up. And I can go back here and wonder, why isn't it moving? I'm assuming I can jumpstart it by just placing that back on that observer. Okay. It's going again. Interesting. But I can go in that back room and disrupt the redstone to turn this thing off. And what I just did can turn it back on. Just destroy and replace the block in the bottom left corner. Like, if at any point the piston sounds get annoying in the outside area, then I can turn it off, Although I think it's kind of convenient that those mechanical sounds are happening right at the back here, because that's one of the first things that you would start to hear as you enter the Barrel Eye Bay segment of this area. Mike mentioned he's been building up so many emeralds from the iron farm that he doesn't know what to do with them. And, I suggested he could go shopping here. I come back and this is what I find. Well, it is Valentine's Day, and here we have a big long heart giving me its love. I just fought my way through the nether for a wither skeleton skull for the symbol here. There we go. That simple little addition makes this place look way better. And here we got Captain Shimmy, who's obviously a toolsmith so that he can have the eye patch. There we go. Yahar. I'm in the process of finishing off the library, filling it with the last few villagers that it needs. I'm doing this because I want to take down this ugly dirt thing already. Now that there's things to look down here for, this just gets in the way sight-wise. I was unsure if Sharpness 5 was possible as a book trade. I thought maybe you had to combine Sharpness 4 books. So I set this dude up to be my Sharpness 4 guy, but now that I got a Sharpness 5 dude, he's kinda useless, only I can't dump sand on him as I wanted to because, He's on a minecart rail, which I could just destroy, but I figured Mike has some powdered snow. Let's come on him. Say your last goodbyes, sharpness 4 man. Lost in the sauce. Can I see him when I'm in here? Oh my gosh, I can. Pay no mind, everyone. He's dying of natural causes. Oh, that's gotta be traumatizing. A goodbye farewell. Bruh. It's been a little while since I recorded, mostly just because I feel like I've only been doing little things here and there. But looking around, I'd say they're not as little as I thought. So I finally finished off chopping down this section of forest on the rest of this peninsula here, and I'm slowly replacing it with these giant spruce trees. This is like the first step of the process of some custom forest terraforming that I want to do. Even with the trees alone, I want to go back and get rid of these types of trees. I want the really big bushy ones, like that one. That one's perfect. And then I'll plant some normal sized spruce trees here and there, and I'll do a lot of other stuff to the ground floor. Getting all of the saplings I need for it has been a grind though. I'm just specifically chopping down trees for the saplings right now. Another thing I did is build my very first custom tree up here. These windswept cypress trees I want to dot along the coastline. You can see that the tree is bent directly against the ocean, like the wind from the ocean has pushed it to be in this shape. That's how these trees actually grow. So I want these things to be on top of these cliff sides. I want them to be closer to the coastline. And in most areas, I want this redwood forest type section of the land to be a little more inland compared to that. Over here though, as you can see, oh crud, hit my head there, but as you can see over here, they come a little closer to the coastline, mostly just because this is like a cove. There's islands and stuff in this area that kind of make the redwood forest going all the way up to the water here make more sense. I have also begun work on the rock museum. You walk inside here and there's going to be a big display for every basic rock type in the game. This includes the fantasy rocks such as prismarine, endstone, netherrack. It finally offers my first good use for an amethyst floor, which obviously I love just because of the sounds. And up here on the second floor, I'm going to have all of the ore blocks. The entire idea behind this build was because certain ore blocks, such as the coal deep slate ore, are rare, that they would be cool to kind of show off all in a collection here. Like, I've finally collected them all. The only one I have yet to get is Deep Slate Emerald. I was wondering for a little bit if that one was impossible, but I looked it up and it should be possible. I think it's even rarer than Deep Slate Coal. Maybe not. Maybe it's pretty easy to find, you just have to be in a mountain biome. I don't know. So I have moved a lot of my sapling generating, mission. The word isn't coming to me, but I moved it down here. I've got this amethyst geode that I found right directly under my base. So this is a good opportunity to get some amethyst shards just right under my base. But if you keep going down this tunnel here, I've connected that underside of my base to this very large cavern here. So in essence, this is my basement now. This is a part of my basement. I've been getting a lot of slime down here just from the slime chunks in this area. I've been getting a lot of glow ink. It's so big I can grow these giant trees up here, no problem. I need to start growing giant mushrooms down here. Perfect use for this space. I've finally extended the roadways over here. This area was intentionally left open so that I could expand it further into the future. Now that I'm pretty much finishing up with the central square of town, I can actually build, you know, stuff in town that isn't the central square. There's a cave entrance beneath this road, so I figured this is a perfect place for like a manhole. Maybe just the start of the cave up as like the sewer. This might be temporary. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this space in between the record store and the theater. But for now, it brings you up this little path on top of this hill. It gives a pretty good view of the surrounding area. I do think a lot of natural spaces in between the buildings are essential for the whole vibe. So I'll keep it so long as there isn't some essential building that I need to do way into the future and I have no other space for it. I'm still figuring out the design for this rock museum and I'm not 100% satisfied with it yet, but I have the base of it down. I'm probably gonna replace some blocks, change some colors around. You go inside here, you've got a front counter that kind of mimics the geodes, and each rock type in the game has its own little exhibit here. I want to put a funny little description of each on one of these lecterns. I tried to make the design of each rock display unique and kind of either describe how it spawns in the game or just, you know, how I would expect it to be in real life. Like this big upward chunk of deep slate here, obviously in real life slate is very thin, so I just tried to make it like this big thin thing. And up the stairs here we have all of the ore blocks and all of the other related blocks. Again, the main inspiration for this entire building was this block right here, the deep slate coal block, because it's so rare. The diversity of the types of ore blocks you find now and the rarity of some of them has really offered me this, you know, inspiration to display them. Deep slate emerald ore and netherite block are the only two I'm missing up here. Very satisfied with all the displays in this building. I do want to update the overall design of this interior. I've been pretty stoked about most of these builds here in town. Like each build I do, I'm like, oh, this is my new favorite. Oh, this one turned out so well. I'm not really feeling that about this one. So definitely, this is a work in progress still. I had this idea and Dom just happened to have the same idea too. I want to recreate a geode. I don't really have the space for it on either floor. I mean, I could hang it from the ceiling. No, it would not fit. My thoughts are, I could make a basement downstairs. You know, I have another set of stairs that goes down right here. And in that big basement, I dress up the basement like it's a cave, like a big mock cave, and I have the geode in the middle or something. In the background, I have been continuing this forest grind as well, so it really is starting to feel like Calcite Cove is just surrounded by these giant spruce trees. I think the atmosphere and the aesthetics of the surroundings of this town is just as important as the town itself. I really want this place to feel like an immersive spot in the world. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. No, Endermite!
Oh,
no.
Oh shit, where is he?
Bad. There it is.
I was gonna make him my pet.
Oh.
I should do that. I should throw a bunch and then I should like trap him. This is my new pet. His name is Shaboing Boing.
Hello.
This is Shaboing Boing 2. I don't like him. We have an iron farm now. Whoa.
I have made many. I think these fellas are pushing the liberal agenda.
Give me a rare board a NFT.
They will have sex. It will be empty.
They will have sex.
I don't know
just
what
like
gender
in
they
the
are, but
funny.
I hope it's gay.
I hope they are of the gay gender.
I mean, technically, man is the gay gender. Dojo. Izojo. I don't know. Something like that.
Zojo. Liberal. Karate class. Judo. His head will be raw iron. I like how it has a hatch, like you just open it up and...
Tomba, 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 tomba,
Look at him down there. I pillared up with this gold because I want to start on the funny treasure island, and I'm seeing some banners in my chimney up there. What is this supposed to be? Is this an ice cream? Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a few months, as you can probably tell, because of how long this video took to come out. And I have some pretty bittersweet news. The server itself, FusioCraft, has kind of died out. No one plays on it anymore. So I've decided to save money and just take it offline for a while, but I'm going to keep working on it as a solo world. So in the event that it comes back online, I'm going to leave practically everything outside of my stuff the same, and I will continue to flesh out this little section of the world. I myself have been a bit out of the Minecraft spirit in the last few months, but I'm starting to get back into it. And right now I'm planning on doing some more solo world FusioCraft stuff and some other stuff. Just an assortment of cool stuff. I want to have a little more variation on this channel now. So yeah, here's to the next era of FusioCraft. Thanks for watching, and I hope you continue to do so. I will see y'all next time.